And one of the things that was, I don't want to say planned, but one of the things that was sort of conveyed to me is that, like, I could just make the new computer house the server, which would mean that Cube would become obsolete, which would entail us to forego the Lord Cube. But he will always be in our hearts. Now, this is only if I really want to do that, though. As I said, it's still all in the plan stages. I know that Monolith will definitely be the next one that I build. I think I might have said that I was going to build it anyway because of, I think it was even this game, I think it was this game as well, where I said, like, whoa, I need to make Monolith as soon as possible because, like, literally this computer cannot run this game, pretty much. Like, it's struggling. But I also found out, though, that I can actually still record gameplay from the other PC without having to use some kind of weird, janky maneuver of trying to get video footage from this computer to, or from Monolith to Monochrome. I could literally just use the Elgato for that. Which would be technically perfect still. Like, that would still be good in its own little way, because that in turn would still give me the opportunity to build off, still technically give me the opportunity to still use Monochrome for editing, because that's what it's supposed to be for. And eventually, what I'll do is I'll do the same thing when it turns into the new computer, which again is still subject to change depending on what is new. Although I will say, though, the case I wanted to build it in is end of life. It was perfect. You know what it was? It was like Cube, but longer. That's what it was. It was like a, not a cube, it was like a weird rectangle, pretty much. It was perfect. And then I found it was end of life. Then I found a different version where it's all, like, instead of, like, what Cube looks like, it's, I'm blanking right now. It's all tempered glass. End of life. So I'm gonna have to stick with the oversized case that I was deciding on going with. One huge problem, though, is that, like, actually it has a boon and it has a problem. The boon is that I get more disk space because it can't fit on the desk. The bad news is that it's a huge case that I can't fit on my desk. Unless I really don't want to have a desk anymore. Or I want the case itself to become like the desk legs, pretty much. That's how big it is. From what I've seen of the reviews of it, it's like the same size as like a mini fridge, which is interesting. Because it's like, okay, like I can easily just start throwing things in there and nothing bad would happen, kind of thing. Like I can throw like any PC part that I really want and we'll be completely A-okay with it. Okay, is this where I need to go? No. This is where I need to go, okay. But again, like, that's kind of, like, where I'm leaning towards, is just getting, like, Monolith built first. So that, like, Monochrome can take an easy break kind of thing, where Monochrome just has to deal with editing videos, well, recording and editing videos, and then Monolith handles all the gaming and such like that. Which is pretty much what Cube was supposed to be in the first place, before I forego that and just went, you know what, I don't want to do that nonsense. Mainly because that would cost me way too much money. And I didn't want to do that. So I decided to just stick with Monochrome being all the recording PC, and just have Cube being the Minecraft server PC. Which, unfortunately, if I would have known that I should have actually went with 32 gigabytes instead of 16 gigabytes for the RAM, I would definitely have gone for it. I think I would have definitely have, like, found the method, or found a way to get the 32 gigabytes instead of the 16 gigabytes that I do have. For both. Hey! Hey, you! I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. Who cares? I leveled up from that. I killed another person. I got a level from that. What the hell is going on in this game? This game likes me killing people, apparently. That's what I'm getting from this. Cold resistant. Electric kitchen. Electric heater. Warms the nearby area and protects against the cold. Improved range and heating capabilities. Amusement furniture set? Incendiary grenade. We can get a pump action shotgun. Let's go. I want that. No, I want the chest. Thank you. I don't know where that beacon thing is. I don't know where that is in total for the map, but I want to explore this way. But yeah, so I literally just took Monolith out of its box yesterday. I went and planned around the different pieces, the different parts, read the instruction manual on what is recommended, specifically for like what kinds of like where all the pieces go and how to build inside of that case, kind of thing. Since it's a very unique styled case. Yeah. So again, I'll release the part lists whenever I end up building it, because then I can actually like tell you guys exactly like how good it is, kind of thing. So like if you're able to like scrounge up the same parts though, you'll know how effective it is, because it's like, hey, I've actually played on this PC. I've actually seen how good it is. The one thing that I do have to say though is that like it is going to be very condensed. And it is already a very hefty boy. It already has a lot of weight going towards it, and it's not even built. That's the scary thing. Like there's not even a PC in there. It's just a case. And while I did technically like I did technically lift it up without the like it has mesh side panels. While I did lift it up without the mesh side panels though, they don't add much weight. So it's like, and it was still pretty heavy. So it's got some weight to it already. And it's small. If you've actually ever had well, technically if you have, what is it, the Xbox Series X? Is it the S or something? I can't remember. It's one of the Xboxes pretty much. It's about the same size, maybe if you double them up kind of thing in terms of like the length. It's about that tall. So it's definitely very, very different. But it's definitely going to be way more effective than what I'm currently using in terms of my case right now. Okay, I was talking to a friend about this yesterday, and I'm going to talk about this today. The weird thing about PC cases right now is that they have it in a norm where you have PCs in a certain style. Okay? So if you take a look at a PC case that's built, you'll know, like, if you look at somebody who built a PC case, grab any random PC builder kind of YouTube channel, you'll know what I mean. They build their PC cases the same way no matter which way you put it. You put it that, like, oh, hey, this guy builds it this way, or that case manufacturer builds it this way. It doesn't matter. They build it the same way regardless. So if I were to show you like my case and compare it to somebody else's PC case, you'll be like, they're the exact same layout. But if you look at cubes, you'll be like, whoa, that's different. And unfortunately, it's the one company that does it. Which is very, very sad. So each and every PC manufacturer makes it so though, like the motherboard is vertical. But it also makes the GPU, if it's a very heavy boy, pretty much, if it's a hefty card, it will sag. Monochrome's is sagging. And a little bit, but it's not, but it's still enough that you can notice. And while I don't know if that actually hurts performance in a weird way, because it might just disconnect kind of thing, or it might not be having like a very good direct connection, it's still like it's very hurtful to see that it's like it's sagging a little. It's like, yeah, I want to hold it up a little bit, right? But I also don't want to hurt the performance of the card itself either. So like that's kind of like where I like Cube's case a lot, because it makes the board be horizontal instead of vertical, which also prevents sagging in a sense too. Which is a very interesting idea that not a lot of case manufacturers do. I'm not joking. There's only like maybe four maybe case manufacturers that do it. There's one that does it like full time kind of thing. Like like a lot of their cases are literally horizontal. The one that Cube is from does it on some cases, not a lot. They do it in a different vertical design, but they don't necessarily do it horizontal all the time. And yeah, like the other two have done like maybe two cases that are like horizontal. That's it. And the thing that's always very interesting about these kinds of cases have always fascinated me. Because when I was in high school, we've always had those pre-built HP computers, I think, or HP or Dell computers kind of thing. I think on one of my birthdays, I think when I was in... I'm trying to think, was I in grade 6 or 7 when that happened? I don't know. We got an old Dell computer. I think it was like an old Dell computer that was like pretty much like a monster, pretty much, like in terms of like how big it was and how loud it was, pretty much. Like it is like if you took a desktop PC, like if you took like a computer desktop PC and you flipped it on its side, that's how big it was. Like that's how big it was, pretty much. And it was a horizontal PC. You can put it vertical, but you can also put it horizontal. I think I chose horizontal because I thought it would be kind of cool. Because I always saw PC cases as vertical, right? So I thought, you know what, I'll be horizontal with this one. And it functions like a normal PC, so it's like it doesn't really affect it much. And then I think when I went to middle school, I was always fascinated with these horizontal PCs because every time you see a tech channel displaying like a PC build or something like that, going like, oh hey, here's this Intel CPU being connected to this motherboard and here's how you put it into the case. It's like, okay, but like why is every case vertical? Is that just the standard? Or is that just like what people got comfortable with? Because I'll definitely tell you this though, like it doesn't seem very good, if that makes sense. Because for the case, because for Cube, like in the case of Cube is a really good looking case. Don't get me wrong. Cube has a really good looking case. It's very functional. Very functional in a way that like it's not as heavy, like I don't want to say heavy duty bound. What was the wording for it? Where it is very restrictive though, but the one that I wanted to get a hold of was going to be less restrictive because it was going to be, I think it was like maybe double the length of Cube. That's how far it was. Because it was going to be able to house like 6 total drives. It was going to do all this other, like it was going to do crazy things pretty much. Whoa, okay. Getting a lot of lag here. Whoa, okay. Maybe this is why I mean a lag. Okay, I'm not picking up the wool though. Oh, my inventory's full, that's why. I was like, don't tell me like literally as soon as I couldn't pick it up, I literally looked at Cube and went, oh no, don't tell me I crashed again. I don't like how that's the new norm. It's like, oh no, what happened? And I go immediately look at Cube, go, did I crash? How did you get over here? Or why did you get over there? Not how did you, because I know how you did it, but why did you go over there? You don't need to go over there. Okay, these ones are broken for some odd reason. Okay. You be you, I guess. There you go. Perfect. There we go. Alright, I got 10 hyper ones? Bro, that's awesome. That's exactly what I like to see. I like to see me getting a lot of stuff. I'm curious about something, but I also don't want to try it too, because if it crashes the server again, I hate re-logging in. If I had the auto reconnect mod, I wouldn't necessarily care, because as soon as I click play multiplayer, it automatically connects me. I had it installed for a short time before I got rid of it, but I only got rid of it because I was testing out other mods, and I didn't want to make sure that it would that there would be any interference with other mods. Like it would conflict with any other mod, so I chose to just uninstall